Hello everyone and welcome back to Games with Dialogue. I am your host and we're playing more Masquerada. Jump right in. Last time we crawled through the sewers to get behind enemy lines to search for a glassmaker who, well, had some pretty damning evidence of a Fey summoning circle in his workshop. The leader of the mask runners
We'll be here if you need us, sir.
turns out to be somebody named the Herald, who was spotted dragging off our what's his name? Razatov. Was dragging off Razatov, who we're trying to hunt down. So we left and came. It looks like we came back to the White Spire. What is this? Masquerada, who practice Marabusto alone. Marabusto's a Medea, remember, is a Medea. Are called... Okay. Masquerada, who practice Marabusto alone, are called... whatever those are called. Those are the tanky people. And practice a type of dance that involves strong, bold, contained movements. I'm gonna have to learn how to pronounce this, aren't I? Sierras. Well, I know that's Sierras. Javi, maybe? Maybe that's a hard I? Javi Sierras? Among all the Masquerada, have the ability to brand the largest volume of their element at any one time. And their abilities reflect this. Earth Brand have the ability to summon walls of earth. Air Brand can channel pounding blasts of air. Okay. So it's lacking finesse, but utilizing power. With the raw strength and power of Marabusto comes a price. They are almost never able to control their element with precision. Right. Was that the last one there? Mask Runners and the Medea. Didn't I go through this? Well, even if I didn't, here, take a screenshot. Okay. Let's look for any more purple beams of light. Yeah, it looks like we're back at the White Spire. Cicero. Practitioners of Madanza. The Medea that I personally believe to be the most beautiful to watch. It is a fluid dance which involves tumbles and turns and flowing flips. It is elegant but not clumsy, smooth but not inaccurate, and these descriptions are reflected in the abilities of the Ciceros, who wield their elements with the most precision and finesse of all the Masquerada. This focus on finesse has cost them in raw power. Few would ever be able to take on Pavasierra in a test of strength, either physical or magical. Okay, so they're more like the rogues of the Masquerada. Okay.
I'm sorry about what happened earlier.
Don't be. You're here to find your brother, not deal with my demons.
If you ever need help...
A generous offer, but I knew what I was in for when I returned.
Then why did you?
Did you know Avestis promised me enough crescents to last a lifetime if I came back?
So you're back for coin?
Come on. We should speak with Kyrie.
That's a yes.
Hopefully she can tell us more about the Fae.
So what's the plan exactly?
We need to find out what Razatov was doing with the Fae. If anyone could tell us more.
It would be the head researcher of the registry.
Good plan. Oh,
This is for you, sir.
What is this?
A set of uniform. The Varone wishes for you to change into them, then meet him in the reception hall. We've a room for your privacy just over there.
Dismissed. Just a moment.
oh, good. I'm gonna get out of these rags. Hopefully, I'll like what I look like more than I do now. If you can parse that sentence, congratulations.
It fits?
I hate it.
Why?
Well, forget it.
Oh yes,
Come
I
on,
definitely
let's
like the
just
way I look
Listen,
more
Cicero,
now.
I can see that this search for my brother has brought you to dark places.
I hope you know I'm not doing this for you.
I never thought you were, but I'd like to aid you where I can.
Ah, we're on the same page then. You can start by not asking so many questions. Now, hurry along.
Why do you hate it?
Please, Mariner.
It's just a question.
Because this symbolizes everything about me that my brother would disapprove of. And I am wearing it. Satisfied?
Quite.
You'd better be. Now come along.
Okay. Kristen, Calden,
So many portieri. Makes me uncomfortable.
and the cape. That's what I'm interested in. An Inspettore's cape is their signature. Only 7 in the city bear such capes. And they are not, well, I mean, 2 died, right? So, not 7 anymore. The cape is woven from tesseract silk, colored with Elysian dye, stitched with Zoric thread, stuffed with runic wool, and worn by Umbrian flesh. The symbol of the responsibilities of the Inspectores. Care for the city and its people. The truth of the matter, however, is that the Inspectores are agents of the registry and hold to the orders of the Varone at the tip of the White Spire with utmost obedience. Okay. So I have to go there. Any more purples? I doubt I'll find... Oh, who's this? Hello. You look interesting. I doubt I'll find any more masks. Masquerines. Just lying around like I did in the sewer. But... never know. You two having a conversation? Okay. Wow. Short conversation. I probably have to go in there after... Oh, no. I already changed. I don't know what I was thinking. I've already changed.
Tragic circumstances, truly.
Certainly. And it is the responsibility of the Samora to offer support where we can.
And the registry is ever so grateful. And there he is.
Judge Master, Varone. I apologize if I've interrupted something.
Not at all, Inspectore. In fact, I was hoping to see you personally to deliver the news.
Should I be frightened?
Inspectore, meet Tiziana de Felici, one of my finest marshals. The moment I heard you'd return, I understood that the White Spire must have been on hot coals.
And the Judge Master was ever so generous to lend the Lucas strength to our cause.
In what fashion?
The Marshal will be assisting us in the investigation.
You've told her about it.
Of course. For the sake of our kin, we must set aside our differences, Cicero. But my words are wasted. I can see that you already understand.
So the Sorelli is part of the investigation as well?
I'm just here to...
As Razatov's brother, of course. As I said, finding him is reason enough to overlook the schism between the Samora and the Registry.
That is good to hear. I will admit that I am pleased. Surprised, but pleased, that the pride many scorn the Registry for having has not clouded your judgment.
And I say gratefully the same, that the fallacious arrogance of the Luca hasn't stopped you from stooping to assist us.
Well, if that is all. I'd like a final word with my marshal before she joins you.
Take as much time as you need.
Is she going to be a tank or a damage dealer? Alright, well. See if there's any other purples before I jump on the yellow. Nothing. Nothing. No eavesdropping allowed. Alright.
I never liked politics.
Cunning bastard.
What are they talking about?
How best to spy on us, I'm sure.
You think he's... Did Fabio tell the Crown about this meeting?
And share the opportunity to get the upper hand. I doubt it.
Then he's cornered you, hasn't he? If you turn down his offer for help, he'll have reason to bring it up to the Crown.
Citing my dissidence as reason for suspicion that I'm hiding something.
They'll conduct an investigation.
And they'll find out about Razatov and what he's working on.
Just what you want to avoid.
And if I do accept his help,
then he'll have a spy among your ranks. But, given the choice between one rat from the Luca or the attention of the Crown...
he knows that I will not act against him.
Unbelievable. Any plans on dealing with this?
Other than keeping her out of the loop as much as possible. Perhaps an accident.
Lay a finger on her and a dozen more of the Golden Guild will be nipping at our heels, you know that.
I've always wondered how different things might have been if I'd made you a Regenti.
I may hate the beat of the city's politics, but it doesn't mean that I don't know how to dance to it.
Really? Because I don't think dragging along extra colors is in any way politically astute.
The Mariner is hiding something, and it might be connected to his brother's disappearance. You brought me back to do a job. Let me do it.
I apologize for the delay. Tiziana is ready to assist whenever you are.
That would be now. We're on the way to meet the head Vegilus. Marshal, shall we?
Certainly.
Would you care for a walk, Judge Master? I believe there are a few trade routes the Diece have set up that might be of interest to you.
A walk sounds magnificent, Verona. Thank you.
Wow. 3 things at once. All right. Luca.
So, Marshal, how much of the case have you been briefed about exactly?
Enough.
You have no questions that you'd like answered?
Inspectore, if you're attempting to goad out of me the extent of my knowledge about this case so that you can use it against me, I suggest you try a different tactic.
Ouch.
All right. So what was that one? Mask runners? No. Not yet. Not yet. Members of the registry. Tristan. What else we got? Tristan Del Zol. When did I pick up Tristan Del Zol 1? Oh, right. Tristan is like... Oh, Tristan's right. The guy who leads those, who led the strike against the mask runners. Okay. The Luca Infinite... All of these words I'm not comfortable or familiar with. Infinita, or the Golden Guild, is a source of ire for many in the city. Their strict laws and martial influence are often deemed suffocating, and where once the men and women in gold were once respected. Oof. Sentence makes me cringe. Now they are treated with annoyance and even fear. Alright. Calden and Tiziana. Should we do... I do the first one there. Alright. And now we have a spy amidst our ranks. Perfect. There is nothing I hold against this woman personally. To be perfectly honest, she is simply performing her duty. But that does not mean she is any more welcome in this investigation. Wow. Cicero, you're making so many friends. Perhaps I should start with learning how much she knows. Alright, well. Mariner seems to believe he can somehow help me. Don't want to encourage this behavior. And Cicero, you've gotta become more of a people person. Alright, well, let's check out masks and see what our... What is she? I'm guessing fire with this color. Tiziana casts an aura of protection that lasts for 10 seconds. If she takes fatal damage while it's active, she'll heal for 75% and deal a wave of fire. Alright, what about you? Skill points. You've still got 1. I'm saving up for 2. You've got 4. What do we got here? Okay, so you could be a tank as well, depending on how long you stuck around for. Strikes an enemy with fire for 15 base damage. Conjures 5 flaming shields and an arc for 5 seconds. Enemies between her and the shields. Okay. I think I'll buff this one up. Increases shield duration by 5 seconds. Or... I'll take that one, I think. Increases casting arc by 20%. How many shields? So 6. Would go up to 6. Okay, what about this? Enemies hit suffer 5 burn damage. Launches a fan of 6 flaming bolts in a single direction. Unleashes fire waves at the target location. Haunts all enemies. Conjures 2 fireballs that rotate around the caster. Well, I've already got the rotating shields. I'll take this one. Well, whenever an elemental tag is activated, the target is forced to attack her. Target suffers 10 burn damage. Target is forced to attack her for 3 seconds. Yeah, I'll take that one. Why not? After casting it, may cast it again for free within 3 seconds. Oh, so she could actually get 2 people to attack her, pulling her off of a wounded or weaker ally. Okay. Increases damage reduction. I'm not sure about that, but I am going to take this one. Okay. Those. Right, where to next? Well, not that way. You're talking about me. I wonder if we'll get the rest of the city's colors as party members. Who's left, I wonder?
So let me get this straight, Marshal. You believe that I'm out to con you?
I do not dance the dance of politics, so I will be straightforward with you. Yes. You being called back is a sign that secrets are being stirred. I know you're keeping something from me, as the registry is keeping something from my guild, and I'm here to find out what. Is that straight enough for you, Inspectore?
Surprisingly so.
So you're here to spy on us?
You've never dipped your fingers in the pool of politics, have you?
Too bloody for my tastes.
Well, the Inspectore knows what's going on as well as I do, and that's all that matters. Now, if we're done wasting time...
Depending on how many different party members I get, I might have to build 2 tanks. What was this? The crown? There are some men that are satisfied with the status quo. And then there are some men like Fabio. Fabio. Visionaries who have a dream for their people. Throughout my career as an inspectore, I haven't often been required to interact with the leader. Oh, okay, he's talking about the Gold Guild. And now as he comes into a picture once again, I am reminded that he is in possession of so much more than just a powerful will. He is a man of cunning and wit. Okay. All I can hope for as I continue the investigation that I manage to stay out of his way. Alright. Mask runners. That one's gonna keep throwing me.
Never thought I'd ever see the insides of this place. The registry's always so stiff about sharing.
Just remember, we're here for Kyrie, not for sightseeing.
Of course. Lead on.
What other colors belong in the... What other guild colors are there? Well, what other colors are there? Green, white, got gold, we've got blue, we've got some kind of teal. Red, unless I'm considered red.
Trouble?
Blood.
The silence is too deep here. Usually there are...
Watch yourselves!
Get them! Here they come!
Nice. Yeah, I might retract my earlier statement and make Calden a pseudo tank, and make Tizzy a pseudo tank as well. Then I've got 2 people doing damage and tanking, rather than 1 person doing all the work. Get around behind him. Pause and do this against him. I'll get around behind him. Maybe I should get... Nobody's got any skills that activate elemental tags yet, unfortunately. Come on, stay still. Ooh, that wasn't good. I wasn't paying any attention to that. Okay, so that's how you revive. I'm gonna need a little work, I think, on my tactics. All right.
What are you doing?
It is customary for portieri to stitch insignias of some sort. These have none, and they are poorly fitted.
What is it?
Nothing, just a thought.
A thought?
Don't bother yourself with it.
Inspectore, allow me to make something clear to you. There are 2 ways that this can go. The first, if you pay me with respect and honesty regarding the case, I will offer my full assistance. And as I have just demonstrated, I can be useful.
Yeah, those shields were pretty
Do you
useful.
hear the second?
If you attempt to blind me with lies and fabrications, I can make this investigation very difficult for you, as I have also just proven.
Are you threatening me?
I'm presenting options.
Fabio put you up to this, didn't he?
On the contrary, the Judge Master would be especially displeased, I imagine, with my forthrightness.
Yet you are unashamed to admit it.
The veils of deception set aflame, to the mask of lies do the same.
A song?
The bright chorus. It had once been the moral compass for the Luca. That was a verse from it. No one sings them anymore.
Make your choice, Inspectore. The wick of time is ever burning.
I suspect these are mask runners.
Why?
Just before this, we found evidence that has led us to believe that they have taken Razatov captive.
What would they want with him?
He was creating Fae.
What?
I don't know why or how he knows how to, but he was. and now the mask runners have him.
You believe they're after the head Vegilus as well?
If she knows about this, then perhaps.
I see. You chose well, Inspectore.
Don't make me regret it. Now come on. If those men were guarding the entrance, Clary's still somewhere here.
Well, that taught me one thing. I need to turn down the music a little. I can barely hear the conversations going on.
We've got this!
Oh, good. More mask runners. I'm just gonna come around behind you. Don't mind me. I think I'm gonna help her out. Oh, there's only one enemy. Alright, she's not in any trouble. Man, that's gonna get annoying. I'm gonna need to find some skills that hold enemies in place. Ombric calendar? I'll take a look at that in a second. In a little bit. More blood on the ground. That's actually probably the right way to go. Ah. I wish there was like a mini-map. Then I could tell what the heck I'm looking at. Little side passages and whatnot. Ah, I knew it. The first. Okay, well that's important, I think. Important enough. Ombric calendar. Mask runners? No, I keep clicking that one. The first. Where would that be? Okay. The founder of Ombre. Well, you guys have probably already read through all this by now, haven't you? Alright, well, I need to read through it. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Blah, blah, blah. I'll let you take a snapshot of that. Pause real quick. Then come down here. Okay. Alright.
Remember, if you lie to me again, another one of your dogs will die. You've cost one of them his life already. You don't want another on your hands, do you?
No.
Good. Now, let me repeat the call numbers again. And this time, I don't expect you to say that they don't exist, all right?
Yes.
The first, DF328D439KL3. The second, DT8548172PG6. The third, DP903.
What is going on, Cicero?
They're looking for specific books. Rezatov must have had something to do with this.
Well, best to act while we have the element of surprise.
Wait, Tiziana!
Get there!
Here they come!
Don't use fire in a library. What kind of crazy person are you? Dog down. Actually, we should probably all group up and focus together. No, I can't. There we go.
Just scratch. Strong in my throat.
Man, you go down so quick. I don't even have threat abilities on you. If you're gonna keep running... There we go.
I told you. You chose well.
Unbind the Vegilus. Calden, see if they need healing.
Ages. Thank you, Cicero.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine. What are you doing here?
Actually, we were here for answers, but it seems that all we found are questions instead. He was asking you about books?
If only he just asked. Capturing all my Vegilus like this, a tad over-dramatic, I'd say.
Why did he want them?
I don't know. I do remember their call numbers, though.
We should get them ourselves then. See if...
Oh, look at that.
Are those?
Faye! We just got ourselves on our feet. Well, she just got herself on her back up on her feet. Oh, these guys are a heck of a lot easier than human beings. Why are we worried about Faye? None of that silly focus shields that we have to deal with. Oh, but he can make more. Oh, there we go. 1 skill point. Calden can get his next ability.
I knew the Fae problem was bad, but even here...
It's related to why we came to find you, actually.
The Fae?
This is not the first of its kind that I've encountered. And I have a theory as to how and where they're spawning.
I'm all ears.
One thing at a time. I'll tell you what we've learned about the Fae after we get the books, if that's all right with you.
As much as I'd like to know now, I suppose my curiosity can wait. I can bring you to the books they were looking for, but they took all our Masquerines, tossed them to the lower levels. If there are more Fae out there...
We'll handle them.
Okay, looks like we're going to the lower levels.
The wounded have been healed.
And they're all cut loose.
Then let's go. We'll find the books and clear a way for the Vegilus as well.
I'm confused, Calden. I thought you said you were a healer. But you've got a whole bunch of tanking abilities, and you're a better tank than our tanker. Alright. It would be under people. Members of the registry. There. No. No. Oh well. If there is a search for a parable of how doggedness pays off, the truth of Kyrie would be a fine candidate. Alright. Born of 2 portieri... Well, let me scroll up a little. Yep. Born of 2 portieri, Carrie's life had not been paved with the intention of guiding her towards academia. In fact, her parents had intended for her to rise through the ranks, hopefully be selected as an inspectore. Her father was a dirge and her mother was a Cicero. Both trained her in their respective Medea. Oh, so she's... Man, I want her on my team. Taught her the histories of Umbra for her... Man, I want her on my team. What they hadn't expected from their daughter, however, was her intense curiosity regarding the histories of the world. When her parents would give her a summary of the Theralds, she would go on to ask about the entirety of Rune and its culture. When they mentioned salting, he would ask about the first canticle and how they'd seen and treated the phenomenon. When they warned her about the Fae, she would ask about those found in the echoing plains, and what they'd been like when the first arrived to establish Umbra. Focus on practicing your Medea, her parents would say. During her youth, she'd obey. All this changed when, at the age of 18, she sat for her VAMIS tests and failed them. Oof. Disappointed parents. When her parents found out, they were furious. How could she have done so poorly, unless she did it on purpose? Yep. They learned later that she'd intentionally flunked the tests. She didn't want to be a portiere. She wanted to be a Vegilus. Considering her current position in the registry, that was a move that benefited them all. Alright, so what was I looking for? Mask runner. No, still no on the mask runners. Tiziana. Where was that one I was looking for? Sure it was under. I'm sure it was under this. Factions, maybe? I have to remember that when I get something new, if I open it... Okay, the Vegilus are the thinkers of the registry, and its ranks comprise the brightest and most astute of Umbra's minds. Many beyond the White Spire fail to understand the importance of the Vegilus. To them, the men and women of the scrolls and the books are soft and foolish. Certainly their opinion ignores the fact that knowledge often is, in fact, a form of power. Blah, blah, blah. The Vegilus live on the brink of discovery, and in a city that's been built upon the ruins of a civilization that dominated lands the size of which Umbrians have never even dreamed. They are likely close... Oh, wait, what? The Vegilus live... and in a city that's been built upon the ruins of a civilization that dominated lands the size of which Umbrians have never even dreamed. What civilization was that? The first, right? No, the first are... the first people to show up and build Umbra. What civilization came before us? That's probably the crux of what this game's story is going to be about.
The first 2 books are on this level.
Okay. More Fae, yeah.
Force my hand.
Get him. Oh, I have a skill point. I'll leave them. I actually have to redo Tiziana's AI. Now, don't run from me. Ah, so annoying. You guys go that way. Missed. Yeah, let's go over to Tiziana. Cast on enemies with the lowest threat. Highest percentage health, lowest threat. Like that. And we'll put that one above. Cast on clusters of 2 or more enemies. Okay. This one. You know, I don't know. Mask charge threshold. I want it to be cast all the time, but what's about this? What about this one? Cast on a cluster of 3 or more enemies. Okay. Alright, let's go to skill points. Now what do I want here? The wolves actually need 2 points, right? And that one needs 2, and this one. 5% damage reduction? Yeah, definitely. I need that damage reduction. Alright, now, Calden, what are we doing with you? Nearby allies heal for 20%. Yep, definitely need that one. Okay.
Is this it?
It is. It's a compilation of folk tales that we believe the Dementicati had once told.
That is incredibly thick.
What would Raz want with folktales?
We'll have time to figure it out later. We should get the other two.
Okay. That's not good. The whole thing shook. Canticles. Now that's what I'm interested in. The Ombric calendar is divided into canticles. Oh, okay, so it's not even... Each lasting an indeterminate number of years. Well, that's... How is that helpful? Like, a decade is 10 years. We can say that with certainty. It is the responsibility of the songstresses of the city to recognize the events that spell the end of a canticle. The ending of a war, or a great economic windfall, for example, and to then name the canticle and chronicle all of the major events that have transpired since it began. Wait, is that like... I can't remember. The Elder Scrolls series, right? They do that. Like, an age will be named after a major event in that span of time, right? That's the right series I'm thinking of. Okay, anyways, I got sidetracked. Needless to say, the process through which a canticle is declared over is an incredibly subjective one. No kidding. Though there are many who disagree with the haphazard and disorganized method of chronicling the ages, tradition can sometimes be stronger than sense, and the method has been preserved since Umbra's beginning. We are currently in our 8th canticle, and as of my writing, it is 407 years since its liberation. Okay.
Rough tides coming.
I'm actually going to go to her because she seems to need the most management. And I actually need to stop this one from summoning more. Man, she attacks so slow. And she's not hitting much harder than Cicero, which is annoying.
That's not how stronger than I thought.
Takes so much damage. Goodness. Alright, do I want to grab this? Yeah.
Alright. Are we near it?
It's right here. This is a book about Dementicati history. It chronicles the Empire's expansion of territory.
That's huge.
Your Regenti was interested in ancient people, it seems.
But why?
We'll get the last one and hopefully we'll find our answers.
It's upstairs.
Let's go.
Oh, so we're not going to get her Masquerade back. I was hoping we'd go down to the lower levels and... Oh well. What do we got here? Guardian Sempra.
I'll cover you.
I really do need to take you up, though. Oh my goodness. You do so little damage. Oh, is she cleaving? She fell anyways. Doesn't matter. I need you to get another. Come on. How much health does this thing have? Alright. Luca Infinitia. Of the guilds today, the Luca, or Golden Guild, holds its place as the second oldest, approximately half a decade younger than the Altus. I don't think I know what the Altus Nobilis is yet, do I? Founded in the 4th Canticle. Which Canticle are we in now? The 8th, right? Unlike most other guilds, grew from the seed of a less than pure intention. Ah. After Umbra had secured its victory against its fatherland, at the end of the March of Broken Songs, word of its power and potential spread throughout the lands, attracting a great many immigrants who were either dissatisfied with their own countries or who were lured enough by the enticing tales of Umbra's power that they were willing to pull roots and sail. The surge in population in the 4th Canticle might not have been as considerable as that in the 6th, but it was sizable enough that the portieri at the time could not cope with the increase in areas that they had to watch. Violence and crime spread throughout the lands, and though many in the Luca would tell you that their guild was fashioned with the intention of combating that influx in crime, the truth is less simple. Valario Emerus, the founder of the Golden Guild, and ironically ancestor to Vicario Emerus, current leader of the lost his son to a robber in the streets, who killed the young boy because he'd made the mistake of forgetting to hide a precious stone he'd bought for his parents for their anniversary. The robber made off with the stone, and left Valario with nothing but a deep-seated thirst for vengeance. Valario spent the subsequent months hunting his son's murderer, and when he found him, made short work of the man. The tragic story and its satisfying conclusion spread quickly throughout the streets, and inspired a great many others to take action against the nascent criminal industry. It was only upon seeing the effect that his vengeance had on those around him that Valario realized he tapped into a wellspring of discontent. It was then that the idea of forming a guild struck the man. In modernity, the Golden Guild has strayed quite substantially from its roots. Okay. There was something else I picked up. War of Bearings. Or was it? Magic? Guardian Sempra. Ah. All Masquerada who receive some sort of tutelage in the Medea often begin their training by learning how to establish a defensive barrier. What the heck? Pedagogically. Wow. Colloquially, however, this defensive mechanism is referred to as a focus shield, for in order to maintain it, Masquerada must constantly devote a fraction of their trained mind to intercept incoming offensive maneuvers. This brief manifestation of a barrier assists the Masquerada in reducing any sort of damage. Okay, that's what focus is, though. That's where it's coming from. Okay. Is there anything else I needed? Now it's just time to go upstairs, right? I got everything? Okay. One more lap around. I got what was over there. Wait. Did get what was over here. Yeah. Fortunately, I don't think I'm going to be getting those Masqueradas back. Did I get another skill point? He's got 0. Got 0. Okay, I didn't. Oh, alright. I'm waiting for it to... Whoa! Hey, that's not good. How the heck did they break those stone walkways?
We've got this! Kyrie! Get
Ooh. Bad B.
back!
Alright, well, bad B. No, don't. Alright. I'm actually going to pick you up. And I'm gonna come over. Oh, alright, well, that's how you want to play it. No, 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 no! Oh, why did I walk into it? That was dumb. I'm actually gonna pick you up then. Go back to you. Get some help over here. Back to you. And heal us, because we're in some need. Go back to you. Do that again. Go back to you. Oh, too late. I'm actually going to come up here and take this thing out. Oh, he's healing. How is he healing? How do I stop him? Stop! Stop healing! Oh, you need some help. Cool. Wasn't so bad.
Is that the last of them?
I hope so.
I certainly hope your theories about the Fae will explain that to me.
I'm hoping they do too. But again, let us find the last book first.
I recognized its spine while you were fighting the creature.
Oh no.
And its size, no doubt.
Tides. Of all the books we had to collect, it had to be the 3 biggest ones.
Inspectore, if it's your plan to go through each...
I don't think we have any other choice.
Even with a pair of eyes on each volume, it'll take you at least a week to get through them.
Worse still, we don't even know what we're looking for.
Hold on. I need a moment to think.
Cicero, what if we try to...
By myself, please.
Oh, don't go wandering
Right,
off.
Raz, give me something. Yes. Right. Power, creating power, using it to expand. Anything that smacks of strength or supremacy.
Inspectore,
I said I'd like to be alone, Marshal.
are you all right?
I will be if you give me a second.
All right. I'll see you with the others then.
Thought long enough?
Yes, I have.
You have an idea on how to get us through the tomes, then?
I do, in fact. Follow me.
Who's keeping us?
I had my book with me and I don't know where it is.
Cicero, why are you keeping them here? They're agitated enough about what happened.
Just a moment, Kyrie, please. I apologize for the delay. I understand how uncomfortable it must be standing here, but there is a final request that I have for you. I am looking for information within this book, as well as within the 2 my colleagues are carrying. I do not have the luxury of time to sift through its contents, and I implore you to lend me your assistance for just a few moments in this endeavor.
Cicero, they might be Vegilus, but that doesn't mean they can cover 1,000 pages in one... Inspectore!
Take it. Books can be repaired, rewritten. Time cannot. Mariner? Marshal? Perhaps you'd like to cover your eyes, Kyrie. And maybe your ears. Now, you're searching for anything that hints at great power. Undefeated leaders, huge swaths of land claimed, rebellions quelled in a day.
Inspectore, I think I found something.
Well, that was fast.
Go on.
I'm looking at a timeline of the Dementicate's history of expansion. There was a specific point in time after which they began furiously claiming land.
And what point is that?
It's referred to as Aechian Thune, of the year of Nuav.
Good. Everyone else, keep that in mind.
Something else, sir.
Yes?
Again,
It's
that
a
was
religious
fast.
text about some god sense that the Dementicati were supposedly blessed with.
Go on.
They're referred to here as the knife, the seed, and the heart.
They're here as well. Says that they changed the very face of the Mentacate society, allowed them to start winning wars.
It would fit the timeline.
Excellent. The knife, the heart, and the seed. Remember those names.
Something more, sir. From a story. It's about where they came from. These were flesh of the god himself, from the marrow of our father's bone. They were presented to us in steepled fingers of stone.
Good, good. Now, does anyone have anything on what exactly they were? How they functioned, what they did?
No.
It was worth a try. Is there anything else anyone deems important? Well, I suppose that's it then. Thank you all for your cooperation. You're quite free
See,
to
that
leave
took
when you're ready.
minutes. At most. Well done, everyone. We ripped apart a page for no good
That was a
reason.
smart move, Inspectore. Disrespectful to paper hearts, but smart.
And desperation breeds innovation.
And your search criteria were conveniently accurate.
A hunch. If mask runners were searching for something, what else would it be but power?
So, now what?
Now, recollection. The mask runners knew about the numbers certainly from Razatov.
Razatov?
They have him, captured him, for what I now suspect to be his research.
The knife, seed, and heart.
What do they do, exactly? All we understand is that they were the key to the Dementicate's power. But how?
I'm sure we'll soon find out. If the mask runners have captured Razatov and are now looking for books that involve them...
They're after the artifacts.
And so are we. It's our best bet at finding Razatov.
Then we have to beat them to it.
We can start by paying the Cleaver a visit.
I don't recognize the name.
In steepled fingers of stone. And there is only one place that is conjured from that imagery. A set of ruins in Cacciatore territory called the Cleaver.
But that quote was from a story.
And if you have stronger leads, Mariner, I suggest you lay them out, please.
You're right. I apologize.
Now, if that's all...
One last thing, Cicero.
Ah, yes, the Fae. Of course. I'll meet you at the coach. Right. So, about the Fae. I have a theory that they're related to the Mists, and summoning them requires a ritual of some sort that involves blood and loose articles. Papers, books, anything that can be used as a physical building block for a form.
Well, let's look at our skills real quick. We've got 3. We can hold 4. How many masks can we get? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Should I go for 4 skills in each mask? Whenever Cicero changes stances, but how often do I do that? Increases strike range. Summon 1 more hound. What about these last? Caster heals. Increases damage by 8. I'll do this one. 1 more hound. Extra health. Damage reduction. Sounds good. Alright, what about you there? See, now I don't know. Attack speed or mass charge generation. What about this? Paladin gains mass charge. Skill cooldown. I'll take this one. Increases blast range. I think I want that over... Well, what's this? Okay. I'll take attack speed. Okay, do I want to take this? Damage reduction. She's getting hit a lot. Tiziana heals for 10% of her maximum health and gains protection. Gains 5 mass charge per second. I like the healing one better. She definitely needs healing because she's getting ripped to shreds. Quite fast. Too fast. Marimento. Alright. How do I pronounce that? Eteria? The Eteria are one of the 3 pairs of Medea that are currently recognized. Okay. And have their practitioners concentrating on the craft of music to affect their branding prowess. The 2 constituent Medea are Maramunto and Mecantar. I bet that's a hardie. Mecantar. My goodness. Mecantari. The Eteria are unusual in their mechanisms because neither require the practicing Masquerada to move. Only dirges and songstresses can brand materials at a significant distance. Oh, okay, so that's like a spellcaster. Man, I hope I do get a spellcaster. It'd be nice to have somebody who stands back and just peppers our enemies. And that's it. Alright. Let's get out of here.
There you are.
I hope I haven't kept you waiting.
I need to return to my court.
Oh no, we were just getting along.
I feel the Judge Master would want to know that one of the Registry's members was seeking artifacts of great power.
I don't suppose there's anything I can do to talk you out of it.
You suppose correctly.
In that case, I should at least thank you for your assistance today. It's good to know the bright chorus is still alive in the hearts of some.
Well, I suppose you're welcome. I will see you soon, Inspectore.
The whole time, you've been so polite.
I may not enjoy politics, but let this be a lesson to you, Mariner. If you cannot kill a spy, then you do just as well to befriend them. Come on, we have ruins to investigate.
Oh, it's so exciting, isn't it, sister?
What?
We're going to the ruins.
I hope you know we're not actually going to go follow them inside.
What?
You'll not miss much, anyway.
Not a fan of ruins, sir?
Hate them. For my creditor, I scored the worst for the section about ruins and archaeology.
Why's that?
Well, for one, when I'd been...
When you'd been...
Not again, Calden.
Come on.
When I'd been Contadani, before I joined the registry, I used to spend a lot of time along the highways. There were a pair of Vegilus that came by every morning on their way to the White Spire who would talk about ruins and interesting finds. And every time I listened to them, walking in their fancy robes, all I could think was, why do they have so much energy for the dead when the living still suffer? Now look what you've done, Mariner. You made me kill the mood.
Oh, please don't say that, sir. That was, lighted and enlightening. Yes, enlightening.
Oh no, I sound like Ricardo. Ricardo sounds like me. Ugh. That's upsetting. And with that, I do believe we shall end the episode for the day.
We'll be back soon.
We'll be here.
A word, Mariner?
Something the matter?
About what happened on the coach.
The twins seem to appreciate...
Stop it. I know you mean well. You think getting me to talk about my past will help me get over it. It won't. I've spent the past 5 years burying the man that abandoned his brother and fled the city. Stop trying to bring him back. Is that clear?
But you...
Is that clear, Mariner?
As the belt, sir.
Good. Now, come on.
And with that, I do believe we shall end the episode. Thank you all for joining me. Join us again next time on Games with Dialogue. Until then, have a good night.